Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back to your daily crypto news and analysis. And before we dive on in, I want to say I hope that you are all having a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are out there in the world. Stablecoin regulation, adoption, and ultimately use is going absolutely crazy. And we're going to be addressing a lot of things happening around Ripple and even XRP. And if you are an XRP holder, you definitely want to stick around until the end of this video, where we do go over a lot of those great insights happening around this space. Now, before we jump on in, I just want to let you guys know to join the free Discord. Right now is the best time to get into this Discord. It is completely free and filled with a ton of information and insights around crypto 24/7, 365. If you are not in this Discord, you are missing out. Links down in the description below, as well as in the comments below, and let's dive on in. So we have Ripple to launch US dollar stablecoin, taking on a $150 billion market dominated by Tether and even Circle. Now, for most people, they think, oh, well, Ripple launching a stablecoin is ridiculous. They're not going to be able to compete with Tether or Circle. Well, in my opinion, and I've already given you guys my insight on this, I personally think that Ripple has everything in the bag to go after this market and ultimately even flip the dominance that Tether and even Circle do have. Remember all of the connections that Ripple does have. Remember all of the moves that Ripple has made in just the last couple years alone. They are dominating globally right now. So for them, they have so much access to major players that could very well be tapped in on a stablecoin. Now, as we do look at this, right, you probably missed this big update, which was Ripple stablecoin launch, a game changer. And we have a big shout out to Wrath of Kahneman for this. We have Ripple stablecoin launch, a game changer, a bullish overview of a Ripple stablecoin by this economist, Carlo R.W.D. Mayer. Again, hope that I'm saying that name correctly, but we have in particular, he details the importance of XRP in a dual asset approach, envisioning bridging traditional finance and DeFi. And we have on April 4th, Ripple announced its plan to launch its own stablecoin next to XRP, pegged 1-to-1 to the US dollar later this year. This is envisioned as a key development for Ripple, aiming to bridge the gap between traditional finance and decentralized finance. This announcement was well received by both the crypto world and the traditional financial world, given the firm rise in institutional interest in the stablecoin market. And yes, it is a big game changer. Listen, regardless of how you want to twist this, Ripple stands at the forefront of revolutions around finance. And now they are dominating the blockchain space by targeting stablecoins and things like that. And they've always been killing it within blockchain, but now they are truly taking on the DeFi space by launching the stablecoin and even looking into institutional DeFi opportunities and tokenization endeavors. Guys, right now the field for XRP ledger, for the XRP ledger and even XRP is insane. They are going to dominate this space. But the reason why I bring up the stablecoin and the reason why I'm talking about the stablecoin is because if you go back to just a couple days ago, you probably already know about this video, but this video is crucial to know. We have just in, the US government is suing Tether, ? Big shout out to Good Morning Crypto for this. We have Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse issued a black swan warning about Tether, the largest stablecoin issuer on the planet. The US government is going after Tether. That is clear to me. The world, guys, the world is about to change around crypto, especially as we do start to see major regulations come into the space, which we are going to outline in this video. But this would have a major impact as Tether is over $111 billion in market cap today. But Brad doubled down, explaining crypto is here to stay, possibly completing 10x to 100x gains over the next 5 years. Do you believe that Tether is the next massive collapse in crypto? Check this out.
FTX and Binance were the two most important, most influential, and probably SBF and CZ were the two most important players in crypto. Now you've got one definitively in jail, one, I guess, potentially headed to jail. And, you know, I bring this up in context of black swans is like, it's hard to know. But on the positive, think about the freaking resilience of this industry and market that 2 years ago, somebody who I thought I knew a lot about what's going on in crypto, I would have said these are the two most important companies. The CEOs of the two most important companies now either are in jail or I think headed there. Yeah. Unfortunately, in some ways, I mean, the CZ stuff I'm less close to, and so I don't know as many details. But look, the resilience of the market that should give us immense optimism
Yes.
about what's coming. Do I think there's going to be another black swan? Of course, 100%. I just don't know exactly what it is. The only one that's going to be an interesting one to watch, and I don't even know how he calls a black swan, because I feel like black swan by definition can't really be, it's like,
predicted.
Oh, didn't see that happening.
Yeah.
The US government is going after Tether. That is clear to me. I view Tether as a very important part of the ecosystem, and I don't know how to predict
the impact that will have.
And, you know, I do like the idea that he brought up FTX and even SBF, because everyone was saying this is too big to fail. There's no way that FTX is going to go belly up. Well, guess what? It happened. And the same thing goes with Tether, right? Everyone's like, no way, Tether's going down. They're too big to fail. They're one of the largest holders of US treasuries. But guess what, right? You go after that, you can easily go after Tether and seize their assets, including if they really are the largest holders of US treasuries, for an example. But beyond this, right, what we got from this interview was, well, the CEO of Tether coming out and saying, and he actually reposted down here. He was like, instead of like a uniformed, it was like an uninformed CEO leading a company being investigated by the SEC, launching a competitive stablecoin, is being reported spreading fear about USDT. Let me give you an update on Tether USDT ecosystem safety. Now, it gives us a full breakdown around Tether and all this kind of stuff, right? But it's just crazy that you would hear what Brad Garlinghouse is talking about here and then immediately say and go on the defensive and say, an uninformed CEO leading a company being investigated by the SEC, like throwing shots at Ripple. It's kind of ridiculous. And of course, Brad Garlinghouse did respond saying, I wasn't attacking Tether. The next words out of my mouth during the podcast were that I view Tether as a hugely important part of the ecosystem. My point was that the US government has clearly indicated they want more control over USD-backed stablecoin issuers, and thus Tether, as the largest player, is in their line of sight. And this is clear to everyone. I mean, you don't have to be like, you don't even have to be someone looking at this as like, oh, a competitor is talking down on, like, no, he wasn't throwing shots. He was just stating the obvious. And I even said that it's definitely not a good look on your part. All he said was that the US is coming for Tether. Is that surprising to you? The US is coming for everyone, and you make an immature post like this. And yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous. And also, by the way, we have down here, this is from Edward Farina. Tether has never been audited. 42.5 million fined by the CTFC for lying about USD reserves. CEO doesn't do public interviews. Less than 30% of their USDT backed by real dollars. Tether is not only an indirect Ponzi scheme, but a US dollar counterfeiting operation. Evergrande liquidation. Make no mistake, thinking is a coincidence. Tether's logo is an atomic bomb. Now, again, I'm not going to read too much into that, but there's a few facts in there that definitely should make you worried or even concerned about Tether. And you should always expect the unexpected. What if Tether doesn't go down? Because everyone is expecting Tether to go down, but we don't know, right? We don't know what's going to happen next. But one thing to me that is clear is that the stablecoin game is changing. And I do believe that Ripple is at the forefront of this. But the reason why I'm bringing this back up, because this is not new news, right? Like, this is from roughly the 13th. The reason why I'm bringing it back up is because Kraken, big shout to Bank XRP for this. This is on Bloomberg. Kraken is actively reviewing plans that may include removing support for Tether, the world's most traded cryptocurrency, on its EU exchange. And this is because of what's happening around Mika. Remember, we've talked about Mika already. This is going live at the end of this year. Okay, this is a major game changer for regulations. And even over here, right, this is from February 12th of this year, Mika treatment of systemic stablecoins should be relaxed, paper suggests. And it's because of the facts that this is the criteria behind stablecoins. Number of holders above 10 million, reserves more than 5 billion euros, more than 2.5 million or 500 million euros daily transactions. The issuer is a gatekeeper, big tech, extensive use of a token for payments or remittances on a global scale, interconnectedness with the financial system. Issuer has another stablecoin, and this is the significant criteria behind if a stablecoin ticks 3 of the boxes below, it is significant. In contrast, under Mika, a stablecoin's classification is not progressive. It's either significant or not. So this is definitely interesting. And You know, there could be a big problem with this when we are looking at the largest stablecoins in this space, whether it even be USDC, right? Now, do I think that USDC is safe? 100%. Because, listen, Jeremy Allaire, he has been preparing for regulations for a while. Even back in January, we have very good chance that the US passes stablecoin laws this year. This is from Circle CEO, Jeremy Allaire. So he's not too concerned at all. You know, Circle has been doing things right since day one. Now, Tether, it's a little bit of a unknown, right? We don't know what's going to happen with Tether, but I think that we should prepare for either scenario, if it does go down or not. Now, for me, if it does, I'm not too concerned because I'm not holding USDT-backed stablecoins. I'm not holding USDT-backed cryptocurrencies. I'm not holding pairs on exchanges that are, you know, XRP USDT, for example. Most of my cryptocurrencies, if I'm being completely honest with you guys, are on cold storage devices. And if they're not on cold storage devices, well, they're in a major wallet like MetaMask or something like that. But beyond this, right, outside of just this post alone, remember that Janet Yellen said that the US needs better stablecoin regulation. She already said this back in February. A federal regulator should have the ability to decide if a stablecoin issuer should be barred from issuing such an asset. This is a huge statement. Now, also, with this, we have this, April 22nd. Bipartisan legislation introduced to the Senate to establish a regulatory framework for stablecoins. Stablecoin regulation is heating up, and it's only a matter of time. And Tether, like they have to be ready for this. Just like Circle is, like they have to be ready for this. And if they're not, things can definitely spiral out of control. FTX, you saw how fast the game changed for FTX. At one point, it was like, that's it. This is a huge game changer. They're going to run everything. They're the show. And then all of a sudden, overnight, it almost seemed like they imploded. That's how fast things can change in this space. And also, by the way, don't overlook the UK, because I know that we're watching Mika, and Mika's great. It's a huge deal. And then, of course, we're watching the US, but what about the UK? Back in November, the FCA, UK regulation of stablecoins, they put out this. This is on February 6, 2024, by the way. They were looking for feedback on this. This is originally posted on November 6th. Guys, this is the Financial Conduct Authority. They already proposed a regulation of fiat-backed stablecoins. They are getting ready to have a harmonized approach to stablecoins. You are either ready or you are not. And do you all think that Tether is ready? Going off of everything that we've talked about, why is Kraken actively reviewing plans that may include removing support for Tether? Why? Again, this is the largest stablecoin issuer out there. Why are they now looking into this? Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I love to hear your thoughts. If you guys did enjoy the video, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on because more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter, as well as join the free Discord. Do not miss out on the free Discord. There's so much insights in there. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Thanks for watching. Peace out.